All right. Now let's have a look at filtering. Filtering is when you specifically show only specific records or specific entities, specific rows. All the words mean the same thing in this context. Um, so maybe we only want accounts that are active. So if you remember, let's just have a look at everything here from account. We have an active account field here. If it's got a 1, it's active. If it's got a 0, it's inactive. Okay, so people who have turned off their accounts are in 0 status, and people who are still up and running have a 1 status. So let's have a look at what that looks like. So what I want to do, let's output just the person's full name. And I'm going to put in here uh, another function that I think you guys might find useful. Okay. Now concatenate. Remember we said that, actually let's call it ac full name. Remember I said that concatenating is when you put together strings, right? So you take the first one, you put the second one onto the end of that, you put the third one onto the end of that, and so on. Well, we've got a built-in function called concat, so if somebody says concatenate, maybe it'll be easier for you to queue in your memory to use that function as opposed to gluing things together with plus signs. Choose which one works for you because both of them are essentially the same, except concat does have a little bit more utility when you're dealing with null values, which we will have to discuss at a later date. So anyway, we're outputting the full name, and let's say we also output maybe their email address, and let's grab their school, why not? And then just so we can see the active portion, I'm going to put that out there as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to put another clause. Now, remember how we put the order by under the from? Well, where also belongs under the from. Okay, and we're going to say where active is equal to 1. So we're only showing active accounts. Now, originally we were showing all accounts, so we got ones and zeros here. If we were to say where active is equal to 1, then we only show accounts where they have a 1 in the active field. All right. Now, so you can see how we just went from a ton of data down to, some projected, meaning we've reduced the number of columns, and filtered data, meaning that we've reduced the number of rows that are output, right? So we've got 11 output right now. And for the record, if we put in account active equals 0 and ran that, you can see we've got 9 records, and we know we have 20 students in the database. 11 plus 9 is 20, so you've got all of them that way, right? So you've done this correctly so far. All right. Only active accounts.